So AI can think, but I have to use critical thinking to develop AI by my way. You must develop every day minimum 1%.
Hello everyone, this is Shariful Islam Alvi from Fashion Business Journal. Welcome to another episode of InFocus program where we discuss about innovation, industry solutions, and sustainability in the fashion value chain. It is presented by Gain Stitch and powered by Alex Fabric Limited. Today we have Mohammad Rayhan Khan, AGM of Dekko ISHO Group, and he is also a successful trainer in leadership development and soft skills. Thank you, Mr. Rayhan, to be with us today. So, Mr. Rayhan, you have successfully balanced your roles as a corporate leader and a renowned soft skill trainer. How have these two journeys influenced each other, and what leadership lessons have they taught you?
Actually, I can start from our bird's eye view of leadership. So if I want to express myself that I am a corporate, I have a career in corporate life and I have a career in training life. So corporate career give me the lab, a laboratory, and training career give me the classroom. So basically in lab, we always try to manage change. We are ready to unexpected change, and we also resolving conflict, that what can do, what can happen, and everything is uncertain. Also, we are building engagement, but in classroom, it is open. So we listen more. We want to ask better question. We also focus on developing people. So in collaboration of both sides, I think that I am a student. So never think that I in my corporate career I am doing something and something better in my coaching career. So definitely in workplace I am trying to add one thing, that is value. So this is very much important. If I am doing something but no value is added my career, whatever it is, training career or corporate career, then my effort is useless. So I always try to manage this being a accountability holder, because I think that in leadership we are receiving the knowledge, that is you have to receive the accountability. So I am doing something, I have the accountability that I will do it or I will not do it. So if anything collapse, then it's my responsibility. When anything is success, it's also my responsibility. So always I try to think that if I want to control some team, must by taking care, not charge. So it's a vital role as a trainer, as a leader, and I always try to manage both in collaborative way.
It was an excellent lesson from that. And apart from that, Bangladesh RMG and textile industry is rapidly adopting AI and automation. In this changing landscape, which human skills will become even more valuable, and why?
That is actually when we are really afraid when we hear the language AI. So in our mind, AI comes that it's a artificial intelligence and it will sack me from my job. I will be fired or I will be replaced by AI. Actually, it's one type of fear that is not real or that is not valid, I think. Because we always think negative first. We need to think it positively. Because if I think that can I work with AI better than what I am doing right now? For example, there is unrest in factory. So AI can advise me how to mitigate. He is not play the vital role, because AI can ask me that you can do this way, but I have to this. So it can control machine, not man. So basically, AI have lots of information in his chip or in his cell, but we have human judgment. So we know the information how to use, how to engage, and how to success. So if I think that it is a enemy of me, then we both will be failure. I cannot utilize AI properly in this sector. In modern life, garments is too much prone to AI because of design, fashion, and lots of machinery issue. But man is creative better than AI. AI have creativity, but it is visual, not practical. So as a man, if I think that I can be a better without AI, it will be totally wrong concept, because we have to go ahead both, not single way. So if we think that I will not receive any help from AI, I will go long way along, but it is totally wrong, because AI is developing. So why I'm not? I am also try. I will try to develop myself with collaboration with AI to develop the industry. So it will better for me, for industry also. So always try to not to compare with AI. Always try to collaborate. And the main thing, what type of skill I need to collaborate with AI for development in industry for my career also. First one is, I think that communication definitely. So AI can advise me how to communicate, but I have to communicate. So if AI said that you have to say sorry to your junior, so in my voice, I had to say that sorry. So what type of sorry I will use? It will not conducted by AI. It will conducted by my voice. So this is very important. Another, I think, it is critical thinking. So AI can think, but I have to use critical thinking to develop AI by my way. And another is accountability and acceptability of learning. So if I use AI to control other person, it is not helpful for me. I have to use it, utilize it for my personal development. And finally, definitely very important, that is emotional intelligence. So we need to use it to control AI, to develop human manpower. So it's not a conflicting issue. So we need to accept AI for our self development, also in industry development.
You match the soft skill to the AI engineering. Today we are talking about the new type of engineering, that is called prompt engineering or communication engineering with the AI.
True.
The third question will be about the graduates of Bangladesh actually. The many graduates entering the workforce with strong academic knowledge but struggling in corporate environments. What are the most critical soft skills they should develop to build a successful career to be in the corporate sector?
It's very tough for every fresher to cope up with the corporate culture, because we learn lots of theory, we deliver lots of presentation, but in corporate life we are stuck, because we think that I have a good academic result, but why I am stuck in corporate career. So basically, the in you if you want enter in a culture, corporate culture, you will develop gradually, but at first, that means love at first sight. Like, so one should uh, specify specifically develop some skill. I will tell about three skills that is very much important for a fresher to cope up with the corporate culture. I think first one is definitely communication. So we have to communicate properly. And the false concept from our side, that is communication means I have to say something. No, you have to listen something. So listen actively is the main communication skill. So you always try to listen what is saying by your boss, your senior, your colleague, or your chairman. So if you listen it properly, your problem will solve 80%. Then you have to write better email. So in email, we can write an essay, but it is not necessary. So you have to develop my email writing and explaining the idea about with confidence, because we actually as a fresher they have not much more knowledge, but whatever he have to present it confidently, not nervously. Second is relationship building. It is very much important, because freshers they don't know how to talk with senior, how to receive trust of anyone, how to collaborate with their colleague. But when they start to respect other, collaborate with other, ask guidance, or building trust, so definitely they are much more sincere on their work. And finally, that is very important, that learning agility. So he's a fresher, he must need to concern on his mind that I am new. So in classroom, what we do, if I have a conflict with one of my friend, I can avoid him. I cannot talk with him. But in corporate culture, it is not possible. So don't try to be a nervous or something else, because it's a corporate culture. You cannot deny it or you cannot avoid it. And definitely you have to cope up with that. I have to receive whatever the culture is, I have to adjust. So these three, communication, relationship building, and learning agility is very much important in our corporate culture for a fresher.
Moving from casuals to organizational part, actually, where you are in a leadership position in a renowned organization. So, from your perspective, in terms of your leader in a top management, I would say, so employee engagement and retention remain major challenges for many organizations. From your experience, what kind of workplace culture inspire people to perform at their best and stay committed to the organization?
Actually, it is created by us. So whatever the senior position, we always try to change our mentality. Sometimes we try to toxic the environment for some personal advantage or interest. So if I start speaking about the culture, what as a leader I want to change, at first trying to say about the Maslow's 5 hierarchy needs. So it is a common, but it is must mandatory for a company to create the good environment or culture to work employee properly. First one is psychological. So everyone need a psychological advantage. That is, if I work, I will receive the salary on time. It is I can buy my food, or they can give me the shelter. So this psychological insurity can increase the productivity of a worker. Then I can say that is safety. This is the main issue in our country, especially in recent time after COVID or some unrest and the Ukraine war. Most people are very much unsafe in their company. They think that today I'm working, tomorrow maybe I am fired because company is down or business is not doing good. So one leader must ensure his teammate that you will not be fired. So please work properly. So this is the very much important topic in our country, because everyone is a not government work that we have a process to fire. Instantly they can fire. So third one I can say is love and belongings. We have to create the relationship with the teammate, because I think that I am boss. Everyone will respect me. There is a separation, an invisible separation among us, that no one can directly call me, come to my room. So not to discuss, you must to share it to your senior will call me. So this process can hamper for the productivity. And another is team need, that is recognition. So we always try to think that recognition means a good salary, increment or promotion, but it does not belongings to the promotion to productivity, because as a leader I have to appreciate, I have to appraisal one every worker that you are doing good, you are doing well, your work capability is very much good, so you are important for our company. This type of recognition is needed for the employee. And final one is self actualization. So I need to create full potentiality of our people, that everyone is full of capability. Someone is for better in marketing, someone is better in communication, someone is better in production. So I have to utilize oneself properly. So someone is very much comfortable for marketing, but I am using him in accounting. But it is really tough because I cannot put the proper output from a person. So as a leader, I have to use them. And finally, I can say that people give ownership to a person, a leader, and leader give it to their teammates. So if always I try to engage in every micro place, that is you will do this way, you will not do this way. I always try to hamper to making decision of my employee. Then the environment will be toxic. So always as a leader, I will try to ensure this type of process, that it is your responsibility. You can do whatever you want to do, but just inform me that I am doing this type of work. This culture will create the more productivity in our corporate culture.
Thank you, It was an excellent description about the employee engagement. We have reached to our final question actually. So, what piece of advice would you give to young professionals starting their career in Bangladesh's fashion and textile industry specifically?
If I want to start with an example, that is, one of my teachers said that in 1970 or 1980, only 3 or 4 essay they learn to read in exam, because that time there is no corruption, that time there is no environmental disaster, that time there is no flood. So only two or three topic is enough for come on the question. But now lots of issue is here, so there is no specific one or two essay is important to realize to write in the exam paper. So same way, actually, lots of advice one can give that you can do this way, this way, this way. But I can mention only two or three that is very much important to become a leader, corporate leader, or to adjust in culture, corporate culture. First one, I can say that you must be a clear vision. So if your vision is not clear, then it is really tough for you that where is your destination. So you have to clear your vision that this is my vision, I will do this way, this way, this way, whatever it is within 5 years, 10 years, or something more, but must clear your vision. So you must have to priority your matter. So what is my priority? Sometimes we think that that is very much important, but we have not priority. So we have to avoid this and must focus on priority. We always need to try solve the problem instead of complaining, because as a person we always try to complain with other, but we have to focus on the problem solving instead of complaining. So if you can do this, you will be better, your company will be better, your career will be better. Another I can say that is you must develop every day minimum 1%, because you have to develop your skill. So if you try to develop every day at least 1% development in your mind by reading book or traveling or something else, please try, don't stop. And finally, never stop learning, because we think that we have completed our graduation from a reputed university, so I know everything. Never do this, because every day the environment is changing, every day the research is changing, research result is changing. So because what is happening, I am in garments sector. See, if I don't know the what automation is involving to develop a skill, it's my fault that I will start somehow, some way. So please do it anyhow at any cost.